Hi Leo, I'm Husky Light. Thank you for stopping by. This is your mid-November 2016 reading. Couple of words before we start, as always. Check out your rising sign and your moon sign. This is general. It may not apply to you this month, or it may do, and you want to go and get some extra messages. The only way to get the answers that you're seeking to, or guidance, is to go and book a reading in with me. Click upon the website. Loads of different prices and readings to choose from there. Also up there is the 2017 yearly psychic reading for you. That gets booked up, but that gets quite busy, so get yourselves in there. Be one of the first to get them. Orgonite pyramids are up there. They can be custom made as well, depending on what you actually need it for. By incorporating different crystals into the pyramids. And yeah, loads of stuff up there. And there's a big list actually of crystals and their meanings now up on the website as well, which I've added to. So let's get into what's going on for you for the rest of November. We're starting off with the Star card. So you're very optimistic about certain things that are going on in your life. You've got them on your mind. You're thinking things are getting better. There is hope. All is well with the world. Things, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel in regards to a certain situation or with a certain person. Maybe you've been arguing with somebody for a while and you can now see that things are starting to get resolved. There is the promise of, new money coming in for you, raises, new relationship, all sorts of things. There is just this overall hope and happiness. Usually with the Star card there is a delay. There's certain things that you have to do in order to get the Star card to materialize. So it's not like you've got them yet, but you're thinking to yourself things are getting better, things are good. Your attitude is very good at the moment. It's very high. Your energy is very high with the Star card when it comes up. So keep being positive. That's really good for you. You've got a lot of things. I feel like for a lot of you, things are more peaceful than they have been. This might be the calm after the storm for some of you, where you have been through a turbulent time and now you're just feeling a lot more peaceful. Things don't seem as serious as they were before, and your guides and angels are very much around you when the Star card appears as well. It's like you're being guided as well. So there is hope and happiness influencing what's going on in your life with this card when it appears. That's a really nice card to start off with. The Page of Swords is what you need to embrace. Messages coming through, stuff coming through, decisions on things happening, information from another party coming through to you, possibly from an air sign, so possibly a sort of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, rising sign, moon sign. This person is very, very logical, so it could be connected to paperwork or law when it comes through. It could be it's some sort of communication coming through to you that you've been waiting for, an answer to something, or an indication of the fact there is light at the end of the tunnel in some situation or with some person. So somebody could come, this person could come through and say, yeah, there is a possibility of you having a promotion, or you getting a pay rise, or me going out with you, going out together with you, or there is this, but it's a very clear thinking. It comes from a very clear thinking person. It could be connected to law for some of you. Business decisions being made and coming through. And you're very clear. If it's not a person, this is you. Very, very clear thinking about things as well. Studying things, researching things, looking into things as well. I think for whatever this message is that's coming through, there is something coming through that is going to make you think very clearly about things, maybe shine more light onto a situation or another person that maybe you've had a problem with. Maybe that's where the star card comes in as well, that there's light at the end of the tunnel for you. Being able to see the truth in something, being very clear thinking about it. For some of you, this is not this is right, I want to put it in a way that it's still positive for you. For some of you, you get a message through from someone, or you get information through about somebody which nails it for you, which proves to you that you were thinking the right way in the first place, that maybe this person is deceitful or lying or not being truthful. It shines the light on the truth. So it can come in a good way. It can also come in a bad way for you, but it gives you still gives you a positive outcome, because you can see the truth in something, because you can see a person for who they really are, or you won't be in a position to be deceived anymore. That will make sense to some of you. For some of you specifically, you've been trying to get somewhere in a business situation and you can't seem to make headway with it. You can't seem to close that deal. You can't seem to finish that project. You can't seem to get anywhere with the boss. You can't seem to get on with the boss in some cases. You're going to get the news or the information through that you need to make you realise somebody's trying to undermine you in that situation. That's why you've not been getting anywhere. You're going to see the truth of that, the light of that. And again, that's going to change things round for you. You're going to go, okay, now I know why this is happening. So that bit's quite specific to some of you that's going around. Stay clear thinking about things though. We've got the Lovers card in reverse, which is what you need to avoid making any bad decisions for the rest of the month, or being confused about things. Most of you can think very clearly about things this month, so avoid any confusions. Avoid anybody who is undermining you in some way and trying to stop your progress as well. Avoid arguing with them, avoid having a disagreement with them, avoid being near them. If someone's trying to step back from the situation with it, it's like somebody is trying to oppose you, or a situation is trying to oppose you, trying to put a block there, trying to stop you moving forward or achieving something there. And that person or that situation needs to be stepped back from this month if that is happening with you. The light is being poured onto it so you can actually see the truth of it. But then it's not for you to jump in and go, aha, I knew you were undermining me. I knew you were doing this. I knew you were doing that. Avoid all of that going forward. Just quietly. I almost want to say it's like you just quietly, clearly acknowledge and know that you know the truth about something. But you don't need to shout about it. Keep it quiet. Keep it under your hat. Going forward, it's actually the light's been. It's the truth. The truth is coming out about something. Going forward, we've got the 10 of Wands. Now, I think I'm going to split this up into two groups of you. For some of you, because you know the truth about something, because something has come to light about someone else or a situation, you suddenly can see the light as to why you're not progressing or being held back, or You're keeping it under your hat. Going forward, those ones stand for knowledge going forward, wisdom going forward, carrying more maturity going forward, because you're not going to get drawn into an argument with it. Okay, that's for some of you. For others of you, for some of you, it's just like workload. You're just overworked and underpaid. It's just be careful of trying to balance everything out that you need to. For others of you, it's not quite so positive with that. It's like you're carrying the burden of knowing the truth about someone or a situation that has been holding you back. So instead of it giving you wisdom and maturity and everything, it is making you feel like, oh my God, what am I going to do about this? How am I going to deal with this? And it's a hard burden to carry for you. So be careful of that going forward. If you're feeling like that going forward, are you taking that burden on for somebody else that you shouldn't be doing? You're trying to cover up for somebody else that shouldn't, or taking on somebody else's problem that needs to be let go of. Don't try and do too much for the rest of the month. Don't try, and it's about pacing yourself as well. Like, you need to lighten your load in that way, or you're working forward to figuring out how to lighten your load going forward due to some sort of information or truth that has come to light. So what are you going to do with that information? How are you going to lighten your load moving forward? You don't want to make hasty decisions. You don't want to go and accuse somebody else of doing something until you have all the facts. You're sitting on something that you know the truth about finally. You're not going to get into an argument about it, but it's then you've got that thought on you, okay, what am I going to do about it moving forward? So for some of you, there is a little bit of, there is light at the end of the tunnel and things are coming through. There is a delay with the star card coming through. So maybe that delay is you working through the information that you've got and how to deal with it, and in what the best way to deal with that information is, because before there's a complete outcome. Right, I'm going to stop because I've been going on for like 12 and a half minutes compared to 10 for the rest of you, the rest of the signs. Important messages in there for Leos this month. Right, take care. I love you loads. I will speak to you soon. Bye.